Hello, welcome to the CryptidCast. This is a show where we discuss cryptids and stuff about them. Today's show is not sponsored by anybody, so if you're a sponsor and want to give us money, please do that. Okay, so first we're going to start out with introductions. We're just going to say our names, the role we have on the show, and then our spirit cryptid. I can start. My name is Sam Landa. I'm going to be the moderator on the show, and my spirit cryptid is Charlie, also known as the Twilight Dragon of Pat Lake, or Slimy Slim. So that's about me. Someone else want to?
Hi, I'm Cameron Anderson. I'm an amateur cryptozoologist, and my spirit animal is the Mothman, we're going to be talking about later.
I'm Michaela. I'm also an amateur cryptozoologist, and my spirit cryptid is the Loch Ness Monster.
I guess my name is Joey Perry. I was Shanghai here, and my cryptid animal thing is none because I'm not really a believer in this crap.
Thanks, Joey. Okay. We're going to start with the Mothman. Okay. So, Cam, Michaela, let's tell us a little bit about the Mothman.
Okay, well, so the Mothman is this moth-like being that was sighted back in the early 60s, like 65, I think, in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And it's a good thing to look at. That was its first sighting in 1965. Its most recent sighting was 2 days ago on April 12th, and that's in the Chicago area. And there's been over 65 sightings in the last year in the Chicago sighting. And we'll get into the history of the Mothman in a second, but when they have that many sightings in one area, something big's going to happen. And yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So what? Tell me a bit about it, whatever its abilities and stuff like that.
Abilities. Some say it has the ability to control your mind. I don't really go fully into that. It does, according to the book, The Mothman Prophecies by John Keel, which is a really good book. I've read the first 20 pages. It's really good. It's really interesting. It's really good. It goes into how this hunter, his dog, was barking at these two red eyes out by his barn, and his dog went running after it. He went to go grab a shotgun, went to go out, and all of a sudden this fear came over him that he just couldn't go outside. So he ended up with a shotgun in his bed for the rest of the night and couldn't fall asleep. So it has this ability to kind of spread fear into people, and also it eats dogs here and there, I guess. So that's a problem, I guess. But that's it. It flies too. It's a Mothman.
Kind of like a chupacabra.
It's kind of like a chupacabra, but it flies.
It's a dog
it's
sucker.
It's hominoid.
Yeah.
Either way, you can misinterpret it awfully. It sucks dogs.
Thanks.
Poochie, no.
Thanks, Joey.
Okay.
And, is there any, do you believe in this, Joey?
No.
Why not?
Okay, first off, how would a moth believe it have mind control and suck off dogs?
No one said it was sucking off any dogs. I want that to be a fact. Joey's the one, the skeptic, brought that fact up. And it's not a moth.
Sucking dogs.
It is.
You're all thinking one thing, I'm thinking the one that you're thinking!
Yeah, I have neighbors that are probably trying to sleep and don't really want to hear about sucking dogs.
Fine, eating dogs.
Okay. And,
Eating dogs.
Okay,
yes.
The
Thanks.
police are gonna go call this, and we've gotten some calls about this, and
what were we talking about again?
Okay,
My beliefs, because it's again, how would a moth have hypnotic powers?
It's not a small moth that just has these
a
powers.
giant Mothman thing.
it's out right there.
It's a DeviantArt OC character.
It's been around since
Black
like
wings
that's official art.
It's more statue.
it's got its own statue. It's a
that
hominoid.
one looks more believable, but I still don't believe in it because it's still a giant moth. That one looks.
And there it is with the Flatwoods monster.
Oh, we were talking about this.
Well, that's a sneak preview here. We'll wait to tell you a little more about that in the future here.
But it's not. It's not just a giant moth. It's like a
man.
human with wings that's got red eyes. That's covered in fur, brown. No one's got any definitive.
Oh, so for
like-
affinity then.
No one's got actually any like good photos of it, sadly. Which there are some decent photos of the Chicago sightings of it flying around. So if you want to check that out,
It's
interesting.
like the only one that I would like happily to be like, oh yeah, I love that guy is Monster Man from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, voiced by H. John Benjamin. But again, it's like no, it's like Bug Man. It's freaking Lovecraftian OC crap. It's
People worked very hard on that, Joey.
who? Ford?
An artist worked on it.
Someone did.
Someone got paid to make that statue, Joey.
Yeah.
So someone worked very hard to make Sonic, but that doesn't make me appreciate it in the right ways. Back to your points.
Okay.
Would you like to continue with our next point?
All right. So next we're gonna talk about the Flatwoods monster. So let's talk about the Flatwoods monster. Who's he?
Okay, so the Flatwoods Monster. Do we want to go like through the history of it already?
Yeah, we can start with that.
All right. So the Flatwoods Monster is also from West Virginia, which is why we're talking about it with the Mothman. Its first sighting was September 12th of 1952.
It wasn't that, but September 11th.
We'll cut that. And it's also known as the Braxton County Monster, the Phantom of Flatwoods, or the Green Monster.
Isn't that the thing from Boston?
Maybe.
Like the green monster from the Red Sox?
Oh, no, you're thinking of the bleacher creature.
No!
Speaking of which, if you have any information about the whereabouts of Thunder the Bleacher Creature, please do not hesitate. Contact us at cryptidcastpodcast@gmail.com. We're waiting day and night to hear about this. He's been missing for too long and needs to be returned. Go on.
If you have them, I'll pay you $25 for it.
A $25 reward.
$25 reward for the bleacher.
Okay, I was gonna say a can of soda, but
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
add that.
all right. Well,
One for
so the
$4.
Flatwoods Monster, they don't really know if it's an alien or what, but basically it's supposed to be 10 foot tall. And how the story goes is that some kids were playing and they saw a fireball through the sky. It landed on the top of a hill. So then they went to go check it out, and this is kind of where the story deviates a little bit. So there's different stories about it. Basically, these kids are saying that once they got to the top of the hill, they saw a figure with like a cone-shaped head and then drapes with red beady eyes.
Dan Aykroyd.
And you can see a picture of it.
Yeah, we got
We'll put one
Right
in the
there.
video.
And
Dan Aykroyd.
and the kids ended up running away because it started hissing at them, and it started creating
As you
like
do.
this odor.
Dan Aykroyd still.
And so they ended up running away. Eventually, people went to go check out the Flatwoods Monster and see what the kids were, screaming about. They didn't find anything. They didn't see anything. They didn't smell anything, hear anything. The next day, someone ended up going, and they ended up seeing skid marks that could have possibly been a saucer that the Flatwoods Monster came in.
Or
And they... You never...
Or it's a spaceship itself.
Yeah.
There's some pictures
Yeah.
of it that people believe it's a spaceship.
It is the spaceship.
It is a spaceship that
Yeah.
may have brought the Mothman to the same place in West Virginia. It's a belief.
Physically.
Yeah. I feel really bad because I didn't prepare for my segment at all. And Michaela has all
Yeah,
these
she has
notes
her
right
notes
I
here.
got
Yeah.
my research.
Yeah,
going.
shame you truly are what you say. An amateur cryptozoologist, Cameron Anderson.
Quick shout out to Lon Strickler, who is a cryptologist who actually emailed me his book about the Mothman when I contacted him. Shout out to him and the Chicago sightings. Look him up.
What the
Very interesting guy.
fuck?
Okay, thanks, Roy. Okay, has he been seen like today at all? Do you know any recent sightings?
I haven't heard anything. I don't know if it was a one-time sighting and it just kind of went down in history about that, in the 50s. It's not like the Mothman that it's
He's
a
been- okay.
Recent reappearance in the Chicago area.
Right.
I'm just saying, the Mothman in the 60s was around for a 13th month period with various sightings here, there, and there, and there, and there, with other weird things happening. And it all culminated with a bridge collapsing in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, causing the death of 40 people. And that was a big event. And the Mothman disappeared after that. So I believe in the coming months, something bad might happen in Chicago. Just saying.
All right. Real quick with the Flatwoods Monster. Cam, you have a special nickname for them. Would you like to share with the viewers?
The Flatwoods Monster is a nice name and all, but the Fleetwood Mac Monster is an even better name, I believe. So if I refer to anything called the Fleetwood Mac Monster, no, I'm referring to the Flatwoods Monster.
Please don't sue us.
Yep.
We like you, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. All right. So.
Your friend.
Yes. All right. So people believe there's a relationship between these two cryptids as well. Can you talk a bit about that?
I don't know anything about this, so I'm going to Kayla.
So basically, because it was around the same time period in the 50s and 60s, a lot of people relate them together, and there's some fan art out there, I'm just saying. Very nice fan art, actually.
Very tastefully done.
Yeah,
I'm guessing?
I was going to make some myself,
Define-
but I did not have time.
Divine tastefully. Are we talking about? Oh,
This is like, well, this stuff up here, that's very
Yes.
tasteful. That's very,
We'll get the artist names, so we
yeah,
can credit them
but
properly.
did you turn off Google Safe Search?
Okay. So, Joey, it seems like you really want to say something right now. Why don't you,
We, even though that, like, we had Roswell, which was a huge impact on American culture of aliens and whatnot. Like, some filmmaker was like, hey, why don't we just make it something, creative and unique? And so they made that thing right over there. It's like, we got the Flatwoods Monster. I'm not calling by its name. That's probably the most educated guess. Is like, the skid marks are probably tire tracks from, like, their car because they heard kids and, like, one of them probably was like,
Speaking of movies and the Flatwood Monster, there's a movie recently coming out about the Flatwood Monster, isn't there?
There is. It's a
called-
documentary by Small Town Monsters. It's actually a company that focuses on these documentaries. And the Flatwoods Monster, I want to say, is either I think it's their 6th movie. And it's coming out this week. They had a Kickstarter for it. You can visit smalltownmonsters.com for more information about their documentaries. And you can also pre-order their movies there.
Is it called Mac and Me?
No, it's actually called Flatwoods Monster Legacy of Fear.
Oh, you guys know the Fleetwood Mac Monster. It would be perfect for Mac and Me. Like, it's, woo, it's Mac and Me.
He raises good points.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
When we make our movie this summer,
What?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to make a movie this
We're
summer.
making a Mothman movie
Yeah.
this summer.
coming this summer.
Why would North Dakota have a freaking...
It's working its way there. It was from, like, Virginia.
You
Now
never
it's Chicago.
know
It could
where
be.
it will
Okay,
land next.
which, it's going northwest. Wouldn't it be going to Canada to, I don't know, where the, next to Alaska. It'll go to Alaska. You missed it, Michaela. You missed it. You were from Alaska for, like, how many years?
Like more than half my life.
Half a month.
Half my life.
Oh, half a
Half
month.
my life.
Half of your life, yes.
Yes.
It's like, you missed it. If you stayed there, you wouldn't have had the job here at blankety blank.
Oh, no,
place. Don't
No.
say place.
So,
In North Dakota.
although Alaska has its own legends.
We ain't
We'll get to
talk-
those.
Well,
We'll
coming
get
in
to
a
those
future
coming
episode.
soon,
The
but-
next day
Stay
is
tuned.
the next podcast is about Alaskan monsters. Also
Don't spoil anything.
Also known as Sarah Palin. Oh, and her kid.
Okay.
Oh, moderator.
So let's talk about some fan art here. There's a very active fan art community, isn't there?
There is. Yes.
We got
I can get you this link. Do you want to email me?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can put them up. Do you have them like saved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll email you.
You can just look
Yeah,
at
I'll
them.
put them up here. I can
We'll
check.
do it. We'll
Do you
do
want
it.
me to
in a-
send it to like Cryptid?
We'll do it.
You can do.
Okay, we'll do it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I was hoping to see some naked Mothman.
They're not naked, Joey.
What are they wearing?
They're wearing their skins.
Yeah, and if we were naked, we'd be wearing our skins.
And is that actually?
You raised this only good point.
Listen, they're very cute fan art. There's like them dancing and singing and like being. Okay, listen,
Being
they're
what?
not like lewd.
As far as you know.
They're
It's
very
all-
Respectful.
It's all consensual.
It's
It's all
consensual.
consensual. It's all. There is a fanfic.
Yes. Do you have the fanfic?
I do have
Can we
it.
hear this fanfic from you?
We can.
Oh,
can
I
proceed
covered
to
the
talk.
silk on you.
Joey,
I
make
get
sure to be
this.
quiet for the
Yes,
fanfic.
this is very
we want to
important.
hear this. We want to hear this fanfic incomplete. No interruptions.
Okay,
Okay.
it's loading. All right. So this is by Nerbert on Archive of Our Own. So,
Nerbert sherbert.
all right.
I'm getting another beer.
It's a beer.
It's over.
Close enough.
Okay.
Okay. So, Nerbert. She waits. She's been waiting for a long time. The West Virginia sunshine isn't as strong as it is elsewhere. She likes the dark. Years and years ago, where her feet were, sorry, it's broken up a little bit. Okay. Let me start this over. We'll cut.
You want me to read it? So I've read plenty of fanfics.
Well, it's
You're
like broken up line by line. Like, I don't know why
It's
they
like a
did-
poem, you said, right?
Yeah, kind of, but like they break up like feathers is like feet. It's like
Years.
okay.
Feathers.
All right, she waits. She's been waiting for a long time. The West Virginia sunshine isn't as strong as it is elsewhere. She likes the dark. Years and years ago, when her feathers were as white as fresh snow, she would only come out at night to watch the moon. The soft, slivery light would make her glow. She felt pure. That was a long time ago. Now her wings were as black as soot. Her sensitive eyes had learned to adjust to the harsh daylight. Sometimes when she felt bold enough, she would fly around in daytime. She doesn't much anymore. They're always watching her. She always preferred the night and how it would wrap around her like a blanket, or a hug, an embrace from the darkness. The moon would still glow bright and assuring. It reminds her of why she waits. When the bridge finally falls away, she runs. While men still talk of her and all the terror she tried not to cause, she decides she doesn't care. With a single flap of her wings, she travels miles. She glides through the shrouds of mist until she can't see the tips of her own wings in front of her. The woods sprawl out before her, but she could never be lost. She clicks her beak once, twice, and after a third, the outline of a spade-like head appears. My dear, it has been so long. I know. Can you ever forgive me? You have waited. I have waited. Let's put it behind us. Feathered arms wrap around a thin and sprawling frame, pulled tight and held together. It's delicate. It's tissue thin. It's love.
It's beautiful.
Their notes are, why does this exist?
Okay, so we were experiencing some minor technical difficulties before, but we're back. Okay, so we were just listening to the poem. Yep, get into it. So now we're gonna take a look at some fan art right now. I'll have this up on the screen here, but we're gonna have to look at this on my computer. So this was the poem we were just looking at here. So then next we're gonna go to. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's the one we have.
That's what I'm up there.
That's a phone screensaver.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta credit the artist though.
Yeah,
So
well,
this is
Kill-
QB94 on DeviantArt.
Beautiful.
I like
Ain't
how the
that
Mothman.
just juicy?
I like how the Mothman is holding the
Coddling.
Fleetwood Mac monster
Yeah.
in its arms.
coddling.
Just-
Which is really interesting because the Fleetwood Mac monster is 10 feet tall. But,
Yeah.
But the
It's a baby! It's a baby!
but because the Mothman is only reported 7 feet tall.
It
Interesting.
impregned itself.
Which is why I think the Fleetwood Mac monster.
Like,
Ooh,
the
Joey.
Mothman, even though it's a man, got pregnant.
Okay, moving on. Next one. Look at that.
oh yeah, this person has a ton.
That's another one we have up there.
That's another one.
It's Doru Drut.
It's a Calvin and Hobbes type deal.
This
Very
one's
nice.
very
We'll have it
classic.
linked.
Yeah.
Look, it even has a gift right there.
See, isn't that fun? They're like playing.
It's like
and-
Lilo and Stitch.
No, it's like Calvin and Hobbes, really.
Either way, it's cute. They have a ton.
I want more of this. It's
Come on,
delightful.
It's
We're
really
in
great.
DeviantArt. Get to the worst
This
stuff.
is DeviantArt.
Right, you got this
Oh,
here, nice gift.
That's the gift I was
This is
done.
from the same artist.
Oh, it's a
Or-
play.
It's Tumblr?
Yep.
That's nice.
Got some animation going.
Yeah,
Very
cute there.
nice.
Right, next up we got this.
It's also Tumblr.
Yep, this is Alexander.
Alexander.
You
I
know,
like your character.
that thing reminds me of when Thumbelina from the cartoon movie from Don Bluth was wearing that bug suit from the Beetle Ball, like with Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Gilbert
Yeah.
Godfrey will play the Mothman in our movie this summer.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried, if you're watching.
Baby, it's a Beetle Ball.
Okay.
That's Gilbert Godfrey.
All right.
How
These are the
was,
toys.
These are
These are toys.
Is the description there? If it's not, I can find it.
Yeah. Also, I think that Think Geek has some of this stuff, but
Okay, hold up. The Mothman versus Flatwoods playset will sell for
Oh,
$12.95
come on.
and will be released March 1st,
You
2008.
can't get it for $12.95 anymore. You can get it for $150 on Amazon.
I guess it's collectibles now.
Yeah.
well, what wonderful things we have on the internet.
Yeah.
But it has an amazing package
Description.
description.
Yeah, nylon.
Okay, I found it. Warning. This is not a toy or a plaything. Please do not give to children or anyone under age 13. Maybe really mature 12-year-olds are okay, I guess. This is an art toy created for educational purposes. Sure. These figures were based on real entities and actual events which took place in West Virginia between 1952 and 1967. Mothman can still be seen to this day. You don't believe in creatures living on a planet in outer space? Isn't that what you are? Giant corporations and a powerful few have been telling us what is and isn't real for far too long, and not just about aliens.
I guess.
Man, that guy must have been on acid
Yeah.
or something.
Or that's good advertisement because I really wanted to buy this
I
toy,
really
but
wanted-
not for
yeah.
$150.
I dropped $12.95
If anyone would
on
like to
this.
buy it to us for $150, please email the
Donate.
Gmail.
CryptidCastPodcast@gmail.com.
Patreon or something.
That's later.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We get a fan base.
Yes. All right. I guess this isn't showing up.
No.
Honestly, if you just look
Same
up
thing.
stuff, you'll find
Yeah.
You
go
look
ahead.
up stuff, you'll find stuff.
Let's
Oh.
just and turn off the Google search so as we get the hard evidence.
Ooh.
If it's on a hard.
Ooh.
Just try like
Ooh.
Mothman
That's
or the Flatwoods, either or. You'll probably find stuff. See?
Oh, got some nice buttons there.
Yeah, you find a lot of cryptid
Oh, word.
merch. It's all fan merch.
This is really nice.
interesting.
There's like pins, there's patches, there's buttons.
If you would like to read more about the Mothman, read a book by Lon Strickler, Lauren Coleman, or John Keel. Great books right there.
Go to Barnes and Noble or your public library, or go to your something.
Or Amazon.
Or
Amazon's great.
I just had this page here that says that the toys here are purposefully cheap.
And
Not
that's
anymore.
Not anymore.
Although they're expensive because I don't know.
In high demand.
Yeah, high demand because
Supply and demand.
Oh, look
There's
at
no
this.
demand.
Alright, so here's some more art. This is
is-
by Sick Nasty Jr. on Tumblr.
And it says cryptids are real
Oh.
and they're gay.
There's the source to that quote.
Yeah. All
Heard
right.
it here first, folks. They're gay.
yeah, they're totally gay.
No, there's just a good cat video we can watch.
Hello.
Quick cat break.
Oh, I thought you were meaning another type of cat.
Look at that.
The Mothman would eat that thing.
Yeah. Be gone in a sec.
It just licks it.
Alright.
They like it.
And I guess there's nothing here.
Just lots of cats.
There's
lots of
cats.
A bunch of cats.
Okay,
Ooh,
so that's
yeah.
the game
There's
that I
a
found.
Steam
it was a
game.
Mothman.
It's rated 4 stars. Pretty
4
good.
stars. Interesting.
There's a 5-player
So
co-op.
Gone Home was
How much does it
called Game of
cost?
the Year.
You subscribe? You get
Oh, look
it?
at that.
Is this like a mod or is it a game? Like a
I
full
have no
game?
idea.
Because I think after the show we should all go home and play this. 'cause
Yeah.
It sounds like a great time.
I'd rather be.
Scroll up real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, you should talk about who the publisher
Arma,
is.
is that-
It's for Arma 3, just to let you guys all know. So it's a game called Arma 3 that we need to buy to get the Mothman psychological horror.
Go.
attachment.
much
Wait,
time?
how are
The sequel to Arma 2, the hit game that gave rise to DayZ.
Fun facts.
Fun
Oh,
fact. So
wow,
this is
what a
information that no one cares
what,
about.
what a timeless game DayZ is.
$30 on Steam right now.
So this was some people's headcanons.
It
For,
reads, she's a lesbian. She doesn't have boobs.
This is about the Flatwoods monster.
She's an alien. When she paints her nails, she dips her whole pointy finger in the bottle and hopes for the best.
Tumblr, everyone.
She is the queen of the sleeveless crop top and maxi skirt combo.
Oh,
She's the leader of a local girl gang. They don't do much crime. They just hang out in cool jackets around the dumpy part of town. She loves so much. That's why she was in the woods and she wanted to see a raccoon. Or it says she loves animals. She gets sad that she can't wear baseball caps. Her teeth are very
Because it's
pointed.
wearing a flower crown. God damn it.
Her teeth are very pointed. She doesn't show them that often, though. She likes that word because they're both sharp and beautiful. She can relate.
What word?
Geodes?
Geodes.
Geodes. I don't know what geodes are. But
It's a rock.
They're like crystals. Yeah.
It's like outside it looks like a rock, but if you crack one open, it's crystals.
Well, if you're looking to get a relationship with the
Gee,
fluid neck monster.
how original! It's like
Still your girl with some geodes.
Geodes.
yeah, you just have one with the what are those things that go up and down with geodes?
Okay.
I'm thinking of the car geode. You know,
We're good.
Yeah,
We're
let's
good.
move on. Next one. And there's also a festival going on about the Flatwoods Monster 2, right?
Yep, it's on the 15th and 16th of
September.
September 2018, and it sounds like it's going to be a real hoot of a time. They have a lot going on. It's really fun, I've heard, so check it out if you're
Yeah.
interested in this kind of stuff. Also, check out Astonishing Legends, the Mothman series, or any other series they have, because they're much better at their jobs than we are. Yeah.
Right.
And the Flatwoods Monster, their local fire department, the Flatwoods Fire Department, sells T-shirts and sweaters to fundraise.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Watch out for Chicago for new sightings on the Mothman and possible big events happening there.
I've had a great time tonight, thanks.
It's been great. Joey?
I still say we are not gonna get a second episode.
Well, that's not up to you.
Oh god.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode of CryptidCast. We'll be coming to you later again with another slam episode. It's going to be the best. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.